Hello everyone and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes Let's Play. The last time there was a support part, and as I warned you guys, this one's gonna be a support part as well. But I actually I looked this up between parts because I was curious. Because as you can see, I missed the opportunity to deepen this bond. So I was looking, I looked up if there are, I mean, apparently you can miss supports, right? So I was like, how many supports can you miss? Or did I actually miss him or whatever? What was the cutoff point? So I haven't really found the cutoff point for Roderick. Only a guess, probably before the next time skip, the second one. Which would make sense. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit burpy. Nothing definitive for him at least. I've only seen a lot of people saying they miss Dimitri's and miss Shez support, because you have to get her C support, I think, before chapter, I think something between chapter 5 or 7 or something like that. Wait.
Which battle do you wish to
that would be on? Around here. The King Awakens is probably, I think that was the second time skip one. Never mind, this is the second time skip. I was stupid. I don't know. At least very early on, so I got kind of lucky that I got it, considering how I saved my supports. So also apparently some supports are only unlock if you unlock other supports, for example Felix and then it seems you cannot deepen your bond at this time. So apparently if you get Felix's and Sylvain's support, this one unlocks for some reason, because apparently they mentioned something from that support. Or I don't know if it's Felix and her or Sylvain and her. They just the person just said they unlocked one of Sylvain's supports, so I don't know if these or these, I don't know. But that's interesting. So my problem is now going into the next route afterwards. Obviously I don't want to miss any supports. I mean, I'm not really sad that I missed Roderick. I'm just gonna look these up on YouTube. I don't mind. But okay, I mind a little bit because I'm a little bit psychotic and want everything to be neat and perfect, and now I won't. But it's fine. It's fine. Copium. I can deal with that. But yeah, I can just watch that on YouTube. But obviously I don't want to miss anything in the next road. I've been kind of spoiled. Well, Kratos would call it a spoiler, but I don't consider it a spoiler if I look it up myself. But I know which supports you can miss, in the next route. So I think I'm just gonna save them up, and between every chapter I'm just gonna make a support part. I think that's just gonna be it then. I mean, now that I think about it, technically I'm not even losing anything. It just pushes spreads the main missions out more, I should say. Pushes them more apart from each other. So it's technically I have the same amount of parts, so I should be fine. You guys, well, won't be fine, but I don't want to miss any more supports if I can help it. But yeah, honestly, I think at this point I'm so late in the game, I probably won't even miss any support anymore. I don't know if I have missed any more. Wait, if there's anything locked or not. I don't know. Yeah, that's also something. You cannot deepen your bonds during this chapter. So apparently, Lawrence, for example, you can't obviously get the supports with them because they reference events happening in the other route. So technically, since the story is different, the support is also locked, which makes sense, but it's kind of mean that you just don't know that. I mean, obviously, it isn't bad if it's just you can't do this in this route, but I feel like if you miss the support like this, I feel like that's just mean, man. How would I known that? So let's wait, what am I even doing? You know what? I actually want to test the the game theory if this unlocks. Well, doing this first, and if that doesn't unlock it, then I'm gonna do Sylvain and Annette's support. Let's see if that's true or not.
There you are, Felix. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About the fight you got into the other day with those soldiers.
Oh, that. Don't worry, I won't do it again.
Liar.
One of my men told me the whole story of what actually went down. Apparently, one of your soldiers was mocking the heir of House Gautier, who just so happens to be me. And he started getting into it with everyone else, which is when you decided to jump in.
Worst decision of my life. But like I said, I'm done with all that. I only stepped in because I thought it was my responsibility to make my men see sense. But my fists tend to move faster than my brain, as I'm sure you know.
I'm very well aware. Still, I'm curious why you didn't tell me everything right away.
Because he said some really nasty stuff about you. I didn't want your delicate ears dropping off in horror.
Okay, now I'm even more curious. Anyway, sorry for tearing into you without knowing the full story.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I can't let personal life influence business, even if it does concern you.
You shouldn't worry about it. People speaking poorly about me is something of a regular occurrence. And honestly, I deserve every last bit of it. I was a real scoundrel in my younger days. Caused a whole lot of people a whole lot of headaches. That kind of talk isn't your fault or your soldier's fault. The blame lies squarely with the man I used to be.
So, why didn't you do something about that man when you were younger?
It was just... I had to be that way, you know? I had to play the part of the flippant, carefree rogue because... Anyway, look, I know I'm a real piece of work, but that's just me being me.
Fine. Perhaps you do deserve to be made fun of. But I still won't stand it coming from a bunch of curs who don't know a single thing about you. You may not have the title of Margrave yet, but you still make yourself pretty useful. I've seen how you've helped the boar, and I guess you helped me too.
Wow, Felix, that's... Wow. Oh boy, I think someone's cutting onions in here.
Be quiet. Can't you listen to someone for 2 seconds without opening your fat mouth and completely ruining the moment? You always have been too smart and too loud for your own good. Even if no one can match you in military tactics or domestic affairs. It's like you said, we've got problems piling up both inside and out of the kingdom. But with you around, we might just be able to see our way clear of it.
That's a lot of problems to pile on one person. Especially when he isn't half as great as you're implying. I mean, I might be, say, 7% more cunning than you, but that's pretty much it. If we really want to be useful to Fargus and Dimitri, we need to work together, so we can balance out each other's weaknesses.
I suppose that's true. In which case, I guess I'm counting on you. I may even need you. Maybe. Besides, I'd be stuck with nothing but miserably dour folks without you around. I'm not sure I could handle it.
You don't have to tell me twice, old friend. I'll always be there for you. I promise.
Damn, that was... I didn't want to say anything, but that was pretty gay. Straight up. That was, that was pretty gay. What can I say to that? That's just... Man. I'm amazed.
From the slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size. They dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you getting in a little choir practice there?
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think up something like that.
I feel like you were about to use another word there.
Nope. Great song. Top notch. A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight. I came up with the lyrics and tune myself. And now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
and it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable? I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
Baby sheep, baby sheep.
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas when you've clearly been working so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you. And I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration I needed.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Of course. I'm sure you'll love it. From the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
That actually might be more creepy somehow. But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette.
I love Annette's songs. They're amazing. So this did unlock. See? Obviously this makes more sense doing this, but whatever.
Annette, how does that song about the dancing swamp beasties end?
I see. I see why you had to do Sylvain's support first.
It wasn't swamp beasties, it was bears. A song about dancing swamp beasties wouldn't be nearly as cute.
It was supposed to be cute? Anyway, I'd never heard a song like that before, and now I can't get it out of my head.
Wait, really? Wow, I'm flattered. But it's not like I can make up the rest of it on the spot. Why don't you go see an opera or something? Get a better song stuck up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess I've been interested in seeing an opera in the past, but I've never gone.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if they even perform opera in Fargus. But the church is in Camulus now, and they have volunteers who put on operas every now and then. I've been helping Dorothea and the others there, and it's really expanded my repertoire of songs.
Well then, sing one for me. Just belt out whatever pops into your head.
You got it. I'll sing you my favorite. Me, me, me. A shimmering life burns down to ash. Then since I'm all hot and sweaty, I hop in the bath. Soon I get real dizzy, which puts me in a tizzy. But eventually I feel way, 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 way better. So I decide to hop back in the bath again.
Wow.
Whew.
Huh. You take baths when you're already hot? That's some impressive fortitude. I think I underestimated you.
Oh.
Wait, but then you get back in the bath even though it made you dizzy. You must seriously love bathing. Well, this has been fascinating. I had no idea operas could have such unexpected developments.
Operas aren't like that at all. That's just an aria I learned a long time ago, and I don't even really remember the words. It wasn't supposed to be a song about taking a bath. It was supposed to be serious.
Wait, really? That's much less interesting.
No, you don't... Look, a real opera is much better, all right? I'll take you to one sometime, and you'll see. It'll take your breath away when you hear it. I bet you'll fall head over heels in love.
Fine. But let's save it until the war's over. If it's really that good, I want to make sure I give it my full attention.
Then we're definitely going to see an opera. It's a promise.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just really love Annette's songs. That was cute. I like that. I'm sorry. I'm still processing the A support from the faded feeling. Like I've been trying to not. Like there were a lot of supports I wanted to call gay. Okay, there were a lot. Like for example, Ferdinand and Hubert were pretty gay. And I mean also technically Felix and Dimitri was pretty gay. But this one broke me. I did not want to call every support gay because I know a lot of them feel gay, but that's just my weird shipping, and I don't want to be like too much in your face about it. Maybe I should just stop caring, but that just broke me, man. That one just Felix blushing. Like I feel like this is like the only support who is actually like blushing. And saying something positive about Sylvain, man. I can. Even though I'm just a little bit, teensy tiny bit sad that in this game they really didn't like do Sylvain's character as good as in Three Houses, as I already mentioned. With you don't really see him being like a skirt chaser and whatever. Everybody's just telling you that he is a skirt chaser or was like such a terrible person. But like, and mostly in this game, he's just kind of vibing. He's just okay. I don't know. Like if this support was in like Three Houses, I mean, to be fair, this Three Houses support was also pretty gay. But like, if we had like if you take the characterization of Three Houses, Sylvain, and put this support like insert that knowledge into the support, and then boom. I'm speechless. This oh man. I can't believe that this is the support that broke me. I really was close to getting wild with Hubert and Ferdinand, especially since it's literally canon. They literally put the Twin Jewels of the Empire thing in canon. That's like, damn. I'm moving on, or unless it's gonna be just worse.
Finished giving your report?
Yes. I hope you were not waiting too long. Did you need me for something?
Need is a strong word. I just wanted to commend you. I heard that last fight was brutal, but you made it out alive.
None of us expected it to evolve into such an arduous battle. We were only supposed to be dealing with some bandits.
So you weren't injured?
I'm fine. So was everyone else in the unit, thankfully. Though even in the darkest moments, I never lost hope. All thanks to this.
My brother's spur. You're telling me that hunk of steel helped you?
Perhaps not in a practical sense, but it certainly bolstered my spirits. This spur symbolizes Glenn's pride and sense of duty, things he fought for to his dying breath. I couldn't very well give up while I carried something with that much meaning. It gave me the courage to keep fighting.
I don't get it. It's all well and good to remember the dead, but sentimentality will get you killed. All the tears in the world couldn't bring them back after all.
You have always viewed the world in such stark terms. It might even be one of your strengths. But one day, you will learn that emotions and sentimentality are also a strength, not a curse.
So the dead can help the living? Interesting idea.
Can we continue this later? I think I have earned a good night's sleep.
Ingrid, wait. Will you do something for me?
I'm listening.
Go visit my brother. This war shows no signs of stopping, which means you have plenty of battles ahead of you. And if you're so certain the dead can help the living, it couldn't hurt to offer him some flowers.
You want me to go to Glenn's? I mean, of course. But you should join me. And perhaps His Majesty as well. And even Lord Rodrigue, Sylvain, Sir Gustav, everyone.
Are you planning to host an entire banquet at his gravestone?
That was not my original intention, but now that you mention it, a festive meal might be nice. We could all use a little relaxation, and Glenn always preferred a joyous atmosphere to a somber one.
Fine, just don't die before then, okay? Anyway, I'm keeping you. Go get something to eat and get some rest.
I will do just that. Thank you, Felix.
Are you support? I'm sorry, I just love just Rhea spawning in all the time. It's very funny. Oh god, let's get some father-son supports.
Hey.
What kind of greeting is that? I gave you my title, not free license for insolence.
Spare me the lecture. I have a question about the lords of Southern Fraldaria's territory.
So you're having trouble with them as well, are you? Let me guess. They're withholding provisions. Or perhaps they refuse to send troops they promised.
How did you know?
Because I've been through the same thing with them any number of times.
Southern soldiers are unskilled, but they make up for it with sheer numbers. I need their cooperation, yet they refuse to negotiate. And I have no idea how to convince them.
Yes. I imagine they're dealing with their own issues.
And what issues would those be?
When they refused to send reinforcements for the invasion of Sreng, it was because the lords were embroiled in a succession dispute. If one house sent soldiers, the others would pounce on the opportunity to move against them. But mere letters could never have told you something like that.
So you went around to each territory personally?
Yes. Though considering we're presently on war footing, doing so now would be unwise.
Well, that's hardly helpful, but I'll take it into consideration and see what I can do. Something funny?
Just thinking that you've grown into a fine duke.
Were you expecting me to fail? You're the one who gave me the title, after all.
True. But I inherited the role when I was much older than you. You're doing extremely well for your age. It seems I raised two very capable sons.
Don't tell me you're glorifying Glenn's death again.
Felix.
I've been walking in your footsteps, serving our king and leading an army of knights. After all that, I thought maybe I'd come to understand you a bit better. But I still can't stomach what you said that day.
Looks like I overstepped yet again. Perhaps the two of us will never see eye to eye. If Glenn were alive, I half suspect he'd say I was being childish.
Well, that took a turn. Whoops. Hey, at least we didn't get locked out of this one. That would be cruel, man.
Sit down, Felix.
Can we make this quick? I'm busy.
For once, would you please just... No, not today. The truth is, I think it's time we sat down and talked.
Time to have the talk.
Neither of us know which day could be our last, so we should both ensure there's no lingering regret when the time comes.
Well, this is off to a grim start. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I wanted to apologize for what I said about Glenn. It was ill put, and I'm sorry. I should never have said such a thing in your presence.
If you're going to explain yourself, I suppose I can make the time to hear you out.
Thank you. Then I will not mince words. I too was mortified by Glenn's death. Yet he perished a hero. He chose that life for himself, and he chose that death. He fought to protect the future of Fargus and his friend, until his dying breath. As his father, I felt I had to acknowledge that choice.
And how are you so sure it was his choice? Neither of us really knows what he was thinking. The boar might have an inkling, but all he goes on about is how he caused Glenn's death.
You're right. I don't know for certain. But I know what I would have done had I been there. And you, Felix? What would your choice have been? Would you have abandoned His Majesty to save yourself? Or would you have chosen to fight until death claimed you? I myself would have safeguarded His Majesty at all costs. I know that it wasn't in Glenn's nature to flee either.
It's always about courage or cowardice with you. I wouldn't have chosen anything. When your life's on the line, you don't have time to think about that stuff. Only act. I would have fought with my own will, in whatever way I thought best. And I would have made sure we both survived.
You always want to have it both ways. Still, I take pride in that determination of yours. Had I been there, I doubt I could have summoned the resolve to strive for such a victory. More likely, I would have been satisfied merely to die in the defense of my liege.
I can understand that way of thinking. In fact, I always have. But I still couldn't stomach Glenn's death being glorified.
And I'm sorry for that, Felix. Truly.
It's all right. And I'm glad we talked. Also, you said we shouldn't leave regrets behind, so I'm sorry too. For hitting you back then, I mean. I'm sorry, Father.
You know, I'd almost forgotten about that. It hurt, too. More than any blow I've received in battle.
Oh, shut up. I said I was sorry. Now, if we're done here, I'm leaving.
No. That was sweet. Some reconciliation. That was nice. And onto some I don't know what these guys have in common, but we'll see. Silence.
Go ahead.
Oh boy! But wait, if I eat that, what are you gonna eat?
I'll buy something from one of the merchants outside.
But that costs money! This is my second helper. Or maybe third. I can't remember. Anyway, if anyone's gonna be paying for extra food, it should be me.
In that case, I'll take you up on... Wait, was that thunder?
Nope, just my stomach. Sorry to scare you. I tell ya, I can't wait for this war to be over so I can eat as much as I want.
Look, skipping a full portion won't kill me. Why don't you take half?
Wow, you mean it? Thanks a bunch, meat buddy.
Meat buddy.
Meat buddy? Wait, is that me?
Yeah, you love it as much as I do. So that makes us meat buddies.
Whatever you say.
Hey, I've got an idea. If there isn't enough to go around, we should go hunting. That way everyone can have their fill.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I know! Come on, we'll hit up the nearby forest. Petra says there's a ton of game there.
Just so happens I have some free time on my hands. So let me finish my lunch and I'll be ready.
All right! Meat buddies are unstoppable!
Wait, you forgot your food! He really is something.
I like how Felix is just confused. But that's fun. I like this dynamic is great.
Hey, Felix! Wanna go work out?
Quiet! You'll give away my position.
Oops, sorry. Didn't realize you were hunting. I'll just back off and, Whoa, look at that! I've never seen a boar that big. If we take it down, we'll eat like kings! Kings, I tell you!
Hang on, you don't just rush into a fight against a beast like that. You need the proper equipment.
Ah, don't worry. Petra taught me a special technique. Now lead the way, meat buddy!
All right, fine. Anyway, as I was saying, if we aren't adequately prepared, we'll be the ones who end up as someone's dinner. Boars are naturally cautious beasts, but this one also appears to be wounded. If it spots us, it'll charge and send us to an early grave.
Wait, have you fought one of these before?
Years ago, but yes. It managed to get away, though.
Wow! It must have been one heck of a beast if even you had trouble taking it down.
House Blathid and House Fraldarius used to go on hunting trips together. On one trip, a certain prince bagged so many animals it proved impossible to fit them all on the sled. Meanwhile, I went off hunting on my own, encountered the boar, and barely escaped with my life.
Wait, why would Dimitri want to kill you? Or do you mean like an actual boar?
While this may not be the same boar, I will get no small amount of satisfaction if we manage to bring it down.
Hold on. Who are we talking about here? Whatever. Let's do this thing!
Doesn't matter. Boar is boar.
I'll share the spoils with you, but the kill is mine. Now stand back.
Wait, but if you take it on by yourself, won't you just lose again?
What did you say?
Haven't you heard that 2 fists are better than 1? Or, I guess it'd be 4 fists are better than 2.
I'm not confident even that will be enough, but fine. I suppose adding more fists to the mix never hurt anyone. Curses, it spotted us. Nothing for it now. Come on, Raphael.
Come at me, boar. I'll punch you so hard the chef won't even need to tenderize you.
Don't attack it head on, fool! Circle around to the rear!
This is how they got themselves killed.
Yeah! We did it!
I can't believe we took it down so quickly.
Told you this was a 4-fist job.
I guess you did. Maybe there's something to this whole working with friends thing after all.
Aww, you called me your friend. Took you long enough.
Cram it. We need help carrying this back, so let's go find some extra hands.
Felix, wait up!
I like that we had like the serious conversations and then this. I mean, that was funny. I liked it a lot. Raphael is he's just precious. I like that. He's just a simple man. He just wants his meat, and that's it. His meat and his friends and save money. But yeah, this has been it for this part today. Next time we're gonna do the Paralog battle. Yeah, gonna see you guys then. Bye bye.